here in Germany. We're going to take a view inside the factory and get to speak to some of the people involved in how these tyres were made, the ideas conceived, and the final production and how they're going to be put together. Let's go and have a look.
We have to be very diligent in starting the development of the tyres. We have established a ton of processes that make sure that we have a very good tyre coming out of this factory. And it also means for our not only production but development and design of the tyre that we can use and should use all the tools that we have as a global tyre company, which comes from tyre construction and then of course to the famous black chili compound, where we always improve ourselves and get really the best tyre compound out in the market. So it means for us in production that we not only produce a perfect tyre with all the tools that we have, but it starts already from the design, testing and approving, technical approval of the product.
I think the key in developing a new tyre is that you always need the passion to win, that you are motivated to create the best tyre or make the best tyre from Continental even better. And also as a passionate road bike driver, I always want to develop a tyre which makes or brings the customer experience to a new level.
The challenges are mainly on those big and complex projects related to some timings, and my responsibility to make sure that all the different departments like the quality department, R&D for sure, production side, sales and marketing, the product managers are involved and delivering the tasks. So you can imagine the project is quite complex, so everybody has to provide the task on time, and the challenge is really to keep timing to make sure that at the end of the day the market is getting the best GP5000 ever.
We at Continental had the responsibility to challenge our 4000 because we think it was already the industry leader. And we had to improve in all areas.
The development process was very difficult because to make it very fresh. So we have new designs, also the surface. We found a way to get a rough design so that the design of the tire looks much deeper or black. Also, that the design looks a little bit darker than the rest of the tire.
So we added some more technology to it. We added the comfort layer, which increases the comfort, the vibration damping, and decreases the rolling resistance. The second key feature we added is the laser grip technology, and this creates more rubber area on the shoulders of the tire, so you have more grip in the corners.
The most impressive thing was to get it from the 2D drawings into 3D, and then from the 3D to the tire, to see it in digital and then on the tire. So that was very interesting for me,
Some people ask why it takes so long to produce a new tyre and to develop a new tyre and to bring out a new tyre. It seems like 14 years is a long time from the original 4000 and then S2 version. But the thing is, if you've got the best tyre out there, it is a challenge to make the best tyre even better.
Everybody's very excited about the new product, and I am very excited about the new product. And we are hoping that what we worked for will be as successful as we think we deserve it should be. I think everybody, not only here in Conti, Korbach, but also in the whole city of Korbach and in the cycling industry, we are all part of the industry. We know and we feel how important that is, not only for us, but also that a lot of people are very interested in what happens to the GP4000. We've been asked for a new GP4000 for many years.
The launch is very exciting for us. The reason is we don't only have one tyre, we have two tyres. So we've got the clincher, and now, as the market would say, we've finally got a tubeless tyre. So now we can offer whatever the rider wants. He can use the clincher tyre or he can choose the tubeless tyre. Whatever people want to use and however they want to ride, we can offer this. So it's very exciting to come out with two new products at the same time and to people to choose from, and we want to see where that goes.
I am proud to be part of this team, and I have the honor to produce this tyre for everyone who wants to have high quality. And when I produce this tyre on the machine, I have made it by my hands, and so it's handmade in Germany, and what do you want more?
My name is Karina Rösener and I'm working here since 2013. I started as a production worker and now I'm responsible for the mode management. For example, responsible for the maintenance. for the mold so that we can make sure that we have the best quality that we can give and it's the best on the world. You can come with me and I will show you what I'm doing and show you the molds and the tire. So let's go.
The role of the project GP5000 in my person was to take over the overall coordination, project coordination, leading the project from the product development start, over the testing phases, over the industrialization phases, start of production, and finally to make sure that the start of sales is guaranteed for all the individual articles we have for the GP5000 tube type, but also tubeless type.
Yeah, our feedback to research and design happens on two ways. The first is via documentation, where we have all the facts, all the data on the documentation. But then on the other hand, we also give direct feedbacks. They get calls if there were any troubles with the tires. And they also come here to the test center to test the tires themselves, to have a direct look at them, what happened, why it happened, to really know what they can do as a next step.
The mountability improved, and when you're riding, it is more comfortable. So we improved the construction of the tire. This improved, on one hand, the handling of the tire, but also the rolling resistance. And it rolls very, very fast, and it feels good when you're riding.
The process so far has been quite a long process actually, and why is that? Because, as I mentioned, we have a responsibility to create the best tyre. So we don't just bring a new tyre out in the market because the market demands it. What the market demands and what people expect is to have the best tyre out there. So we create something that we believe in is the best tyre and sets a benchmark. If you look at the GP4000, the 14 years in the history, it's been out there and it's been the #1 tyre. We don't have to argue about that. So what do we have to do? We have to meet those expectations for all the riders out there. So the bottom line is it's pretty simple. The rider expects the best tyre from Continental, and that's what we do.
I think the cyclists will be very excited about having a new tire. They always relied on the GP4000, and now we can offer them something that's even a bit better than the one before. And they will love the new tire for all the performance advantages that we created, and they can still rely on Continental as a first-class tire manufacturer in the segment, so they can continue to rely on us on a much higher level than before.
At the end, we have our new Vectron material, which delivers much more puncture resistance than we already had with the GP4000. And through this, we really created a new tire with less rolling resistance, higher puncture resistance, and also a little bit more grip and more comfort. So I think in the end, our team did a really great job to deliver a really great experience to the rider.
I think the cyclists really love good-looking stuff. It's a fashionable industry. And of course, we are German technology. We don't take looks first. We need to have a good performing tire, but still, we like tires, we like cycling, and we know that it's important to have a bike with a nice piece of rubber on it. So that's why we really put also some efforts into a good design of the product. We are so proud of what we have, and we know how long it took us to make this happen. And we feel that we have a solid product here that cannot be beaten in a year or two. So I think we set a new benchmark that will last for a while. But of course, we will be continuing to benchmark and to look for new ideas, to set new levels of performance. And when we find something and we feel that's time for a new product, then we will bring it. But I don't expect that we have a GP6000 in 2020 or 21. So we'll see, but we are pretty confident that the tire will last for a long time, and we will continue to developing and evolving the tire more, even though it will be under GP5000.
As a brand, Continental, we want to inspire to ride. That's kind of what our positioning is, inspire to ride. And with this new campaign, we put a different tonality onto that. We're not featuring the tyre in itself, we're not showing the tyre, we're not so much product driven because we believe in our product. We want to show what the rider gets out of that and what the emotional feeling is on the tyre. So the campaign message overall, it's your time. So whatever you do, however you ride, wherever you ride, whatever you do with that tyre, it's your time.
I knew it was a very special tyre, but it's been incredible to see what's gone into the making of the Continental GP 5000s. I truly believe this is a whole new level of road cycling. The greatest all-round tyre has now become smoother, more reliable and has a better rolling resistance. It means then that us cyclists can do more of what we love and enjoy our precious time out on our bicycles.